smell the sun, warm up the Georgia pie. Feels so good to be taking it easy. Why would I ever leave? 'Cause I know I got some good friends that live down the street. Got a good looking woman with her arms around me. Live in a small town where it feels like home. I got everything I need and nothing that I don't. Home grown, home grown. Why would I ever leave? 'Cause I know I got some.
So since I'm home, figured I'd tell you guys a little bit about what it was like for me playing high school football here at West Genesee. So this is my field right here. This is Mike Masser Field, named after the legendary lacrosse coach that coached here for 40 years. When I was really young, playing football was a challenge for me. I wasn't really having a lot of fun, wasn't making friends. I got picked on a lot on the team, so it really made it difficult for me to want to come back all the time. But I remember one specific time, I actually had a game on this field. My first game on the turf, and I ended up scoring a really long touchdown, and that upped my confidence a little bit. But I still wasn't having a lot of fun. Then later on that year, my dad actually took me to the Carrier Dome. West Genesee High School was playing in state championship, which they won. And looking at the excitement on the players' faces and seeing all the other little kids that were at the game, how excited they were, it really made me want to continue to pursue this. Because those guys were role models for me, and I felt like I could be a role model to a lot of younger kids. And so I stuck with it, and I'm glad I did. My freshman year of high school, I had a lot of success playing. I actually broke the freshman touchdown record. I had two coaches that are now retired, but they were two of the greatest coaches I've ever had the pleasure of being coached by, Coach Deegan, Coach Liccamelli. The lessons that they taught me and my teammates, I'm going to carry with me the rest of my life. And we actually went undefeated that year, only having 22 guys at the end of the season. We were outnumbered by everybody that we played, but our hard work was not matched by any of them, and it ultimately helped us have an undefeated season that year. Going into varsity, I was actually the only sophomore on the varsity team. And again, I was getting picked on a lot by the upperclassmen. They're like, let's steal the sophomore stuff. Let's rough him up in practice. Maybe he'll quit. We don't want him here. And that right there was motivation for me to want to stick with this through the adversity and the lessons that Coach Deegan and Coach Liccamelli taught me freshman year, that even though you're going to have adversity, you're always going to have adversity, you got to stick through it, through all the hard times. So I ended up gaining a lot of respect from the upperclassmen towards the end of the year. We didn't win a game that year, but a lot of those guys really respected me towards the end of the year, and that was something that I was glad I was able to have that year. The next year, my junior year, we didn't win a game again. It was very, very frustrating. We started to lose a lot of support from the community, from the student body, everybody, and it was really tough. We lost a lot of players over the last couple of years because of that, because the program everybody thought was going nowhere. But I knew I wanted to be the team that made West Genesee football turn around. I wanted to be on that team. I wanted to be a big part of why West Genesee football is still on the map. So going into my senior year, I told myself, I'm not going to let anybody take what belongs to us. And we had not a lot of seniors. A lot of them quit, like I said. And those that stuck with it really took on a big leadership role for everybody else. And the underclassmen that came up, they helped us out a lot. They had a really good year last year as seniors. And that just goes to show that when you had the senior leadership that we had, plus the skill of a lot of those guys that just graduated are now freshmen in college, we had a pretty good team that year. Didn't make sectionals, unfortunately. We missed it by one game. But I'll tell you, that was the most fun I've had in a football season in a long time. Probably the most fun I've had in any season. I only had one win on this field in high school, and it was my senior night. I ended up scoring. The Wildcat Nation, as you saw last night, Wildcat Nation in my senior night was as big as I've ever seen it. I think every student was at the game. We filled half the bleachers with students. It was loud, it was hectic, it was a great atmosphere to play a high school football game in, and I'm glad I got to experience that. They stuck with us that year, and I really, really appreciated that. And yeah, so that's that. So right now I'm chilling in the dugout of the varsity baseball field, which I played on for 3 years. For me in high school, a lot of people thought that if I were to play a sport in college, it would be baseball. Everybody told me that I was too small, not fast enough, not strong enough to play football at the college level. I wasn't getting a lot of looks for baseball, and I thought that I was better at football, to be honest with you. So that right there gave me the push to wanna prove the haters wrong. And so I hit the weight room in the off season after football, before baseball, and I worked my ass off. Came in every day, wanted to get bigger, wanted to get faster, wanted to get stronger. I did what I was supposed to do to get there. And luckily Fisher was a school that had been committed to me since my junior year of high school. And ultimately it's because of that I chose Fisher, other than the fact that it's a beautiful campus. They have my major first and foremost. And all the coaches really, really believed in me and told me that if you come here, you're going to be a better person because of it, academically and athletically. And so obviously baseball didn't work out, and I miss playing it every single day. And I wish I could still go back out there and catch behind the plate, but obviously I can't. But I'm loving every minute of Fisher right now. And then I wouldn't alter my decision for anything in the world. So playing football here at West Genesee has taught me a lot of things. It's taught me to stay true to the process, humble, and obviously the biggest one is fighting through the adversity. I've been through a lot of adversity here in high school, not just with football, but classes, baseball, girls, all that stuff. But like I said, football taught me to fight through that, and you're gonna become stronger in the end because of it. You stick with everything by staying true to the process and staying true to who you are. You're gonna like the results.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of the way that things have been. Oh, ooh, the way that things have been. Oh, ooh. Second thing, second, don't you tell me what you think that I can be. I'm the one at the sail, I'm the master of my sea. Oh, ooh, the master of my sea. Oh, ooh. I was broken from a young age, taking my soak into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took to me, shook at me, feeling me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the... Hey, you burn me up, believer, believer. Hey, you burn me down, you burn me up, believer, believer. Bullets fly, oh, let them rain. My life, my love, my drive, it came from. Hey, you burn me up, believer, believer. Third things third, send a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate that you've heard has turned your spirit to a dove. Oh, ooh, your spirit up above. Oh, ooh. I was choking in the crowd, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings, they would drown, but they never did. did ever live, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke open and rained down. It rained down like, hey, you made me a believer, believer. Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Hey, let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my God, it came from. Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Last days last by the grace of the fire and the flames. You're the face of the future, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh. But they never did ever live, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke up when it rained down. It rained down like, hey, you made me a believer, believer. Hey, you made me a believer, believer. Hey, let the bullets fly, let them rain. My life, my love, my God, it came from. Hey, you made me a believer, believer.
Brennan Maloney, Jason Rodriguez, thank you guys for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Brennan, what are your thoughts on the Utica game?
You know, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
J-Rod, anything to add?
We went to that game expecting a win. Didn't come out with it, so we got to turn it around. We were 3-0, now 3-3. We were disappointed in ourselves, but we just got to get after it when this game gets Hartwick.
Brennan, what do you think it's going to take to get back to our winning ways and beat Hartwick?
I think we're just going to have to work hard this week in practice, listen to the coaches, and hear what they have to say.
J-Rod, now obviously you share a locker with Anthony Manna, correct?
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on his haircut?
Not the best decision he's ever made, but I think it's funny. I kind of rock with him.
Brendan, any thoughts?
I think it looked good. It's my teammate.
It's my brother.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Bit on the track like a dog. I'ma fall from them out like I'm having a seizure. They ain't never pick up when I call. When they call my phone back at the time, I don't need them. I never put trust in my dog. When I'm working, go hard, I don't wanna see them. 100 bands, I'ma live like a beater. Lemon squeeze on the back of the Nina. Run it up, run it up. I got a money fever. Tell me, is your mind made up? I'm not a normal creature. Plenty of nights we stayed up. I'm a misformer breather. Plus I got my mind made up. Biological form to people. Back to the trenches when I leave the studio. Great power like I'm Julio. 35,000 on me in the back of the bucket. Turning up with a big booty on. Better telling me that I need to go. I look in his face and I ask what you mean. Can't comprehend, I'm full of that lean. See the flash in my pocket on top of the beam. When they speak on the topic of grimy thing. Count it up, adore me lean. What does he say? I don't know what he means. I just know he got money all up in his jeans. Spit on the track like a dog. I'ma fall from them out like I'm having a seizure. They ain't never pick up when I call. When they call my phone back at the time, I don't need them. I never put trust in my dog. When I'm working, go hard, I don't wanna see them. 100 bands, I'ma live like a beater. Lemon squeeze on the back of the Nina. Run it up, run it up. I got a money fever. Tell me, is your mind made up? I'm not a normal creature. Plenty of nights we stayed up. I'm a misformer breather. Plus I got my mind made up. Biological form to people. Hold up. Never pick up when they callin'. I conversating with people. I know I ain't coming to clutch when I need it. I think that it's love on top of a needle. Small in my circle and cut off some people. Cause bitch, you know that I'm a gangster. Get out this body, I bet that I spank him. Coming in out for you, enter in danger. Live like a rebel and strap like a ranger. Stare in your face and can tell what you thinking. Got a little sister, princess and Jelena. I'm supposed to keep going. No, I thought I fold that bitch all the way, bring the hood. Run it up, run it up. I got a money fever. Tell me, is your mind made up? I'm not a normal creature. Plenty of nights we stayed up. I'm a misformer breather. Plus I got my mind made up. Biological form to people. Run it up, run it up.
Tonight we have Matt McInder and Emmett Hayes. Matt, we got Cortland this weekend. What are your thoughts on this upcoming game?
Cortland, as we know, they're a great team. They're currently ranked 19th in the country. They're 6-0 coming into this week. They got a lot of starters back on defense. They're really fundamentally sound. They don't make too many mistakes. But we feel as a team we have a pretty good game plan coming into this weekend. We feel like if we can put together a full 60 minutes, we can come together and win.
Very good. Now, Emmett, what's the current state of the O-line?
We had some injuries across the board the past couple weeks. We got our left guard's injured, Tyler Andrews, but Damien's ready to step up. He got reps against Utica and against Hartwick, and we're pretty confident that he's going to be able to step in and do all this weekend.
That's good. That's good. Now, what do you guys think it's going to take to finish the season off strong and go positive, maybe 3-0?
Like I said before, I mean, Coach really stresses that we need to put together a full 60 minutes of effort every game. We need to cut down on penalties, especially we've been making a lot of dumb penalties the past couple weeks. And I think we just need to execute on offense, defense, and special teams, all three phases of the game. And if we do that, I feel like we can win.
I think we got to continue to do some of the same things that we've been doing. Watch film a lot, practice hard, practice with intensity, and when it comes to game time, just start off the game strong. And we're a second half team, so just play a full game.
Thank you, guys.